Everyone, today we're going to answer the question, can I divorce my husband or wife for any reason? Can I divorce my husband or wife for any reason? I just don't want to be married to this person anymore. Either a lot of common excuses for divorce that I've heard is, I'm just not in love anymore. We need to look at the definition of love before I go down that road. Love is an action. Love isn't, what we watched on TV growing up, this fairy tale. Love is an action word. That means sometimes even if you don't feel like it, you do it. Okay, so can I divorce my husband or wife for any reason? Well, I'm just not in love with her anymore. She doesn't keep the house very clean. I kind of just want to move on to another one. Like, change is good, right? Forgive me for joking, but I've heard so many things. I've heard it was something different. It's something different. I want something different. Like women are like different flavors of pop. I just wanted something different. Anyhow, let's look at the answer in the Bible. Matthew 19 verses 1 to 10 speaks specifically on marriage and divorce. Let me read it. Now it came to pass when Jesus had finished these sayings that he departed from Galilee and came to the region of Judea beyond the Jordan. So they're just talking about where he is geographically. And great multitudes followed him, and he healed them there. Now the Pharisees came to him, testing him. So the Pharisees were like the religious leaders in those times. So the Pharisees are just a group of religious leaders. They came to Jesus, testing him and saying to him, is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife for just any reason? And Jesus answered and said to them, have you not read that he who made them at the beginning made them male and female, and said, for this reason a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. So then they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no man separate. They said to him, why then did Moses command to give a certificate of divorce and to put her away? He said to them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, permitted you to divorce your wives, but from the beginning it was not so. And I say to you, whoever divorces his wife, except for sexual immorality, and marries another, commits adultery, and whoever marries her who is divorced commits adultery. His disciples said to him, if such is the case of the man with his wife, it is better not to marry. So let's dissect this a little bit. So they asked him straight out the question that we're addressing. Can we divorce for just any reason? Jesus said, for this reason, a man shall leave his father and mother, and the two shall become one flesh. Two become one. Two become one. It's almost like, it's like a mystery in the Bible. We can't understand it because we are two flesh. But if you even think about how children are created, the two, both of you, your genetics become one flesh. You created one being from both of you. But there's a deeper spiritual meaning in that the two of you become one. It's a mystery. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no man separate. Notice it says, let no man separate. No man separate. No person. Let no person separate your marriage. Let no person come in between your marriage. Let no person separate your marriage. Then they asked Jesus, well, then why did Moses basically allow us to divorce our wives and give them a certificate of divorce, which is what we do these days, do we not? When we go to file for a divorce, separation for 1 year, certificate of divorce, right? It's amazing, actually, what's in the Bible and the things that the way society runs is actually based on these principles. Anyhow. So why did Moses allow us to divorce then? If you're telling us no, then why did Moses allow us to? And he said, it wasn't that way from the beginning, but because of the hardness of your heart, Moses permitted you to divorce your wives because your heart was so hard that you couldn't forgive if your spouse had an affair, committed adultery. Your heart was hard. You couldn't forgive. Your heart was hard. You didn't want to be with her anymore just because maybe she started to get chubby. Maybe she, changed after she had kids and you didn't like it. Maybe you didn't like the way she was running the home. Maybe you didn't like the way she did or didn't cook food for you. Whatever the case is, your heart was hard and that you basically started to become hard towards your wife. I don't like her anymore. I don't love her anymore. It's the hardness of your own heart, not the other spouse. So whoever's on the receiving end of that, I pray in the name of Jesus that you understand that it is nothing that you specifically have done per se. If divorce just comes out of nowhere for no reason and your spouse is making up little excuses to exit, I know women especially, they take it hard emotionally because, they think, well, what did I do wrong? Did I do something wrong? What did I do? And it's not about you. It's about him and the hardness of his heart. Okay, so I pray in the name of Jesus that brings somebody some comfort and solace. So Moses permitted because of the hardness of your heart. I say to you, whoever divorces his wife except for sexual immorality. So sexual immorality is a biblical reason to divorce your husband or wife. Yes. Okay, so let's end there. I'm already at 6 minutes. So, can I divorce my husband or wife for any reason? No. If you just wake up one day and look on Facebook and think you want that woman and she's talking all sweet to you and honey's dripping off her lips, just like in the book of Proverbs, right? And you want to taste a little bit of that honey and you just want to leave your wife because you want to taste someone else's honey, not a biblical reason to leave. Remember, when we die, we will stand before God and we will be judged according. He is justice, right? A lot of people don't like that word, like, don't judge me. Why does God judge me? I suppose we could talk about that another time, but God is a God of justice, and we will be judged according to his standards. So if you are a woman of the word, if you are a godly woman, this is what these videos are for. People who want to grow in the Lord, people who want to fine-tune their knowledge of the word of the Lord. This is why I'm here. I want to encourage you and I want to teach you. I want to teach you his way because we will stand and be held accountable when we die. So I pray that this teaching and this truth blesses you in the name of Jesus. I will see you soon. Bye.